Hi Capricorn, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity in your personal lives and in your careers, for a personal reading, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Do remember to subscribe, like and share my videos. I will greatly appreciate it. Capricornians, we begin the month with Mars that is still retrograde, and it carries on being retrograde till about end of June, and it's retrograde in a part of your chart that speaks about groups of people. It speaks about larger network, sets of friends, and over here Mars is just making you sort of look at areas, places where it's been a issue of frustration, and because for you it's talking about your circle of friends, it can be that either you are sort of weaning off some people that you don't like, or you're even in a process where you're evaluating your friendships. We have Sun and Venus that are there in your house of day-to-day chores and your health, and we also have a new moon over here as well in the same house around the 4th. Now this house pretty much rules your work environment, so you could meet somebody quite interesting through your work or even at your workplace, and it's also a time where you could be finding a lot of enjoyment of your work, even though it could be, for some of you it could be really mundane, but it could almost have like a therapeutic feel. You could be either even if you're just spending doing the regular mundane work that is there, or even chores that are being done, there's just a sense of a meditative, therapeutic quality around it that would just be quite calming to you. It's also because it is something which is the known, that you know that there is an ongoing consistency around it, that you know what to expect. That too would be working as quite a stabilizer for a lot of you. We have a new moon that is there as well, so it can be that because it has to do with your health and at your work, it can be that there's an opportunity for you to either pick up a new project. There's an opportunity for you that maybe for some of you looking at a newer health regime, a newer way of maybe so you're changing on your diet, maybe looking at more organic food. So it could just be that you're looking at you could be experimenting with different ways of how it is that you can improve your health, how it is that you can improve your diet, your body, and a lot of focus is going to be there. Some of you could also take upon something, maybe it's a new form of exercise. So maybe if you have been, say for example, just been gymming, maybe you may just move to Pilates, or you may just move to doing yoga. And for some of you who have been experimenting for a while with different kinds of food, during this time you would be able to sort of shortlist or even settle upon a kind of food that really works for your body. Around the 13th, we have Mercury that is coming and joining this part of your chart. So a lot of conversations around your day-to-day chores, about your health. It could be that there is a lot of work that needs to get done, and you could just be feeling that there's this sense of that I don't have enough time, but there's so much of small stuff that needs to get done. But the good thing also is that you will be having enough and more patience, Capricornians. And in any case, I think you're one of those signs where people can't complain about you not being patient and you not being steadfast and consistent. So you are going to be, even though it may seem a little ploddy, and you may just feel at times that you would just wish that the pace would increase a little bit, but with Mercury being over here, you could find that there are a lot of conversations that you're having around this. Maybe you're talking to friends about your work, maybe you're talking about your health regime, maybe it can be something that you may just discover something new in your health, or maybe even it could be that's something that was trying to get diagnosed earlier for you. The diagnosis happens. Around the 18th, we have Venus that is entering your house of partnership and marriage, and it is followed by Sun that joins it around the 21st. So that's a lovely time, because it's also the house where there's a lot of harmony that is required, and Venus is all about harmony and love. And you will find that a lot of focus is there on keeping a balance as far as your work is concerned, and as far as your personal or committed relationship is concerned. For some of you, it could almost be like a task. I think it can be that it is almost as if that's something that you have been struggling to do. Either you've been partying too hard and you've not been working, or it is that you've been working too hard, or you're getting so consumed by either your timings or your involvement with your work that there's just no time left for you to party or to go out, or maybe even put that time. I won't say really party, because it's about personal committed relationships, that you're not able to invest that time in your personal and intimate relationships. So this is a time where where Venus and Sun are sort of going to be opening things up for you. It's going to be more easy to be able to find that time to do things that you enjoy and you love doing. Around the 20th, we have a full moon in your house of behind the scenes, spirituality, higher mind consciousness. And this is there also where Saturn has been there for you the last year and a half, and it carries on being there till about end of 2017. And over here, it can, with a full moon, and the full moons are like really emotional, it's all about things coming to closure, things coming to a fruition. It can force you to deal with subconscious problems. It can be that patterns from childhood, or even things from childhood just sort of surface, and stuff that you've just sort of buried inside and you don't want to deal with it. Maybe they have shortcomings. Maybe they can be, even if not from childhood, maybe if there's a past a bad relationship, that still has it feels like a raw wound, that may just get surfaced. And it's a brilliant time for therapy, Capricornians. It's an excellent time. If you were to seek somebody out during this time, you will be able to sort of you will be able to find a solution. You will be able to heal yourself. And it's just that you are going to be you are really going to be liking your own company during this time. And so it's a good time for meditation. It's a good time for one of these retreats that are there. It's a good time to be just sort of stepping off the social tread and just being by yourself. Maybe read books, have lots of lovely tea, go play with your dogs, go for these long nature walks in the mountains. Do all of that, and don't sort of worry too much in being in the or missing out on the social scene. Now the big focus this month is a big square that's happening. There's a big face-off that's happening amongst the planets. We have Jupiter that is there in your house of values, and that is in opposition to Neptune that is there in your house of communication and siblings. And it is further squaring off to Saturn that is there in your house of spirituality and behind the scenes. So Jupiter is all about expansion, and Jupiter is and he rules this house naturally. It's a house of expansion, it's a house of beliefs, and so he's quite comfortable being in this space. So it's quite good for you, and it's a time wherein that you can really you can expand your life in some way and have plenty of opportunities that are presented to you. And you could usually be more optimistic as well during this phase, and you are not really in a mood to be focusing on something that is really serious. And while of course we have Jupiter that is in this your entire space of expansion, that is sort of glaring at Neptune that is there in your communication. So over here you need to be, I think, not just looking at things realistically, but it's okay to have your head in clouds, but it's important to have your feet on the ground. It's that kind of a scenario. So don't get too swayed, don't get too taken in by your own beliefs or what it is that you subscribe to, that you just sort of get swayed by it, because you can almost delude yourself with this aspect into believing into something that you subscribe to or that has happened to you, because this is also, it is because it's squaring Saturn that is there in your 12th house. That has to do with past experiences, it has to do with stuff that has happened way back. So try not to sort of look at things in a haze, look at them for what they are. Don't fool yourself, A. Don't get fooled, B. And also try not to get too emotional about this entire aspect. So you could be feeling that let bygones be bygones, I want to move ahead and I want to really be in this broad space, but somewhere with the conversations and the communication is something I would still say, while you're over the camel's hump, all is not still really very smooth. So still watch your speech when you're talking to people, when with communication. Be careful about whom it is, to whom it is that you confide in. Try and keep your counsel as much as, and this again has to do with work, and it has to even to do with people around you, and even extended family and siblings. And also try and sort of clear off the excess emotional baggage that is there, and just I think because the entire energy of Jupiter is really really supportive, try and sort of while you will be able to see the big picture quite clearly, try and not sort of stress over the smaller things, and try not to sort of get into the details right now, because they are simply not available to you, Capricorn. So don't try and get too stressed unnecessarily about it. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Capricornians. A quick reminder for those of you who are seeking personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Do remember to subscribe, like and share my videos. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.